a quick market update, one announcement, and one life tip. I also had a haircut because someone said on the last live stream that I look like a kid with that hair. Thank you. Bitcoin remains in this range. The good thing with the range is that the breakout is often actionable. The trend is up. Larsen line remains gold. That means that breakout in the direction of the trend remains a little more likely than a reversal, all else equal. But generally, just waiting for the breakout and then take action accordingly is the right thing to do, unless you get faked out on one of these wicks. More about that later. We do have two charts that can give us clues. One is DXY, Dollar Strength Index or Dollar Currency Index, and usually weaker dollar means stronger hard assets like Bitcoin. And here we have had a massive major breakdown out of this range, something that usually leads to a massive upthrust in assets like gold and Bitcoin. In Bitcoin we haven't really seen that here. The breakdown was on 12th of July, and we did have a massive pump on the 13th of July, but it wasn't enough to break out. Probably because something else happened on another chart around that time. US government bonds, 2-year yield. This one usually works in the same way as the DXY chart. Stronger 2-year yield like we had here during 2022 usually means weaker Bitcoin and vice versa. And on the 13th of July we had something significant. This chart was definitely rejected off resistance. It had broken through this level here at 4.72 and it seemed like it was heading further down. But if we zoom in here, we saw that the day after this market structure kind of changed. We got the bullish engulfing candle and this chart started looking bullish again. Bitcoin then reacted in the other direction, bearish engulfing candle, and back to the range low. I'm going to keep looking for clues in these charts. If this DXY gets rejected here, that's definitely an argument for an upside breakout on Bitcoin. Same if the 2-year yield should fail here and making a head and shoulder or something, and vice versa. If this one actually breaks out here, then probably down we go short term for Bitcoin. And we can simply just watch the Bitcoin chart, wait for the breakout, and then take action depending on in which direction that is. Bitcoin dominance is interesting here. This definitely looks like a rejection. That means altcoins are interesting here. Definitely, as we have seen on several of them, Solana maybe being the clearest example, which has had a really impressive rally from the bottom of the range and actually breaking out of the range at the plus 100% move and now retesting the range top, which seems to be flipping support. Very nice news for Solana fans. And the Sol BTC chart has also had a major change in structure. Now over to something else. I said in the first video that I uploaded on this particular YouTube channel that I set out on this task to do a 1000x return on my capital. Not 1000%, but 1000 times. And with serious money. Not on a trade, but with my capital. I have kids, responsibilities, so I need to get it first time right. I can't chance it, hoping for luck to strike. That target remains the same. And I'm on track, even ahead of my time plan. Key to this strategy is time. There is no get-rich-quick scheme that works with any consistency. Of course, you could put all your money into some meme coin and it goes 1000x the next day and you win. Then good on you. But where I am in my life, I can't do that with all my money. I need to protect the downside. I need to succeed the first time. So time. That means thousands of trades perhaps. One trade doesn't matter, but if I can improve the average outcome, that has massive impact. And one thing that I'm solving with an update today to Larsen Line Pro is a better way to handle all these wicks, all these fakeouts that we get all the time in crypto, in BTC and even more in altcoins. There's always these crazy wicks and quite often just below support or just enough above resistance to trick you into taking some action here. And when looking at it like this, it looks easy. That was just a wick. But remember that during the wick, it doesn't look like this. In the middle of the wick, when you're looking at it, it looks like this, right? It looks like there is a massive breakdown of this support. You should get out. Only then later, it turns out it was just a fake out, and price is back in the range. I'm very excited about this for myself. Another key to almost any massive success is to stick to something long enough. Only by doing that, you're able to achieve the highest level of mastery in something, in anything. And then you also need periods of deep rest and recovery. I'm convinced we weren't designed to work 8-10 hours per day with no break in the year. I think we were designed to live in caves, with sprints and rest. We go out and hunt the mammoth, walking across the hills days and nights and chasing the mammoths and fighting the tigers, killing the mammoth, drag it back. And when we arrive home to the cave after weeks out, we're exhausted to the bone. Then we spend another couple of weeks enjoying, eating mammoth, schmoozing on the mammoth fur, watching the fire, grilling the mammoth, telling stories about how we outsmarted the mammoth, frankly, not doing much. And then, after a couple of weeks, we go out again. I worked very hard this half year from January. Now, during this summer, I have a period with lower intensity, spending more time with my kids, overall doing less. Then after summer, during the autumn, I'll move into a mode of high-intensity work again. But again, I'm not quite as lazy as I look. It's a big feature addition to Lars Online Pro today. Those of you on Pro will get a message later today. If you're not on Pro, I think you should at least consider it. This is the best thing I've done for many years for my own analysis, helping me stay consistent, and maybe you'll find it useful for you too. But if you haven't taken the course yet, definitely start with that. ctolarsson.com. Thank you, tack. CTO Larsson out. Hej då!